Okay. Okay, so we're live. It's President's News. Good evening, everybody, or Club News, really. Good evening, everyone. Great stuff. Well, it's a great crowd. There is one table conspicuous by their absence, away on their walking holiday. But we do have, on the 5th of October, our survivors of the London Marathon. There they are in all their glory. And Blair is going to introduce everyone. And we will hear the magnificent war story. So away you go, Blair.
Okay, so London Marathon year, obviously.
Nice and loud, because I can't hear it from behind. Hang on. Well, I could, yeah, go on. I'll do a close up for you. Go on, Blair. Go on.
Great, so we didn't have an official marathon dinner this year, so we thought Luca's idea actually, we'd do an impromptu London Marathon dinner for the guys that ran. I think we had about 19 runners this year. Circa, wasn't it? So, yeah, good start to the season. Obviously, looking forward to a good cross-country season. Plug.
Yeah.
Hope to see you all there.
Sign up if you haven't already. Don't forget your spikes.
Here we go. Man Michael with the spike info. So yeah, it was a good day out. The support for Blackheath and Bromley was fantastic. We saw loads of familiar faces out on the course. And without much further ado, I'll hand over maybe to Luke and we'll go down the line for a traditional marathon speech.
Thank you so much. So kind to introduce me as the first speaker. I think this was maybe my 8th or 9th London Marathon in a row, and this year the train didn't go very well. I had a disastrous last month. I won't go into details, I don't want to bore people, but so my aim for London this year was to go a sensible kind of sub 3, kind of scraping under 3 hours, and instead I decided to start the race at last year's pace, which was 2:45 pace finish, and sure enough I did not manage to keep that going until I got to about 32k, and then it just plummeted. And
Marathon
sure
starts
enough,
at 32k.
yes, and that's where I felt it. And then it was everything went kind of blurry-eyed, and took it to the end, and just get one step in front of the next, and managed to scrape in just under, was it 2:52? So yeah, still pleased despite all the mishaps leading up to it, and just pleased to cross that line.
So there you go. That was a bad marathon for
That
you,
was a
Luke.
bad
2:52.
marathon.
There you
Yeah,
go. Very good.
sorry, yes.
Right, let's have an upbeat, positive story.
Hi guys. So I'm Micah
And it will
Evans.
be.
My first London was last year, ran for Mencap, did 2:46.41. Luca beat me last year. And this year ran 2:40.32.
Wow.
Which I was happy with, but also gutted that I didn't shave off those other extra 33 seconds. So yeah, felt good, and hopefully back in April time next year, if my wife lets me, and hoping to go at least sub 40, sub 2:40 next year. So yeah, happy.
Great. Well
And
done.
I didn't bring my medals either.
Very,
so-
very good. Right, Blair. Can we see the medal, Blair? What have we got here?
Yeah, it's a good medal this year. Tata Consultancy Services taking over. Got the map of London on the back.
And Luke has got the extra one for over 40.
Luca
That's for the,
and Michael
well, it's
both
actually over 50.
got the Abbott
got
medal
two,
too.
don't
Very nice. Very nice. Right, go on, your story then.
So yeah, story this year. I did my first in 2019. Went back to the track and then did it last year. Collapsed, and I remember Micah coming past me at Canary Wharf.
Luca.
Sorry, Luca coming past me at Canary Wharf. Just because the theme of Luca's marathon. And I ran 2:52. Went a bit harder this year, targeting the championship spot at 2:39. Thought I'd run the splits at 2:39. Came in at 2:41.5. Luca didn't come past me at Canary Wharf this year, so I did think I was in a chance, but it didn't happen. So yeah, it was a good marathon. It's 11-minute PV, Wasn't
Wow.
the time I wanted. Bit of bad maths. So I'm gonna go to Valencia, I think, and get that championship spot for 2023.
Very, very well done.
Hey, yeah, so I'm David.
New member.
Yeah. So I've been friends with these guys for about a year now, and they've kind of roped me into the club. So I'm glad I've joined because there's so much support here. But this was my first London this year, and such a great event as like a first marathon. So I ran 2:48. Pretty happy with that.
You gotta be.
Would have liked under 2:45 because I was chasing Micah and a couple of others ahead. But yeah, this sport was great. So I definitely do London again in the future, and hopefully next time I can get under 2:45.
That's great. Well done. Well, great debut.
Yeah, thanks.
Steve.
Yes, so this year was an education in marathon running for me. So I ran 3:11 last year and thought I could go 1 minute better to get good for age, despite suffering with an injury over the summer. And I learnt what a beautiful race it is. The crowds are fantastic the second half. If you walk, you can appreciate the crowd at their very best. I finished in 3:43, which pleased, but not what I was aiming for. But appreciated the crowds, and I raised over 2,000 for the Whiz Kids charity. I partnered with the charity through work, so yeah, take it away, and I'll have to do it again next April. So.
Very good. Anita.
So this place is a place I got in 2020, and then it got cancelled, and I wanted to do it in the April because I actually had a really bad back injury in there, and they actually said to me that I probably would never run again, the back person. So then I thought, no, I'm not gonna give into that. So all through the lockdown I walked it off. So this marathon for me is really, really important because I also raised quite a lot of money for the mental health charity that I volunteer for, and also I never thought I'd do it. I kind of deferred it to the longest possible point because I thought I'm not going to get that. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I made it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Great, well done. And last but not least.
So I'm Matt. So this was my second London Marathon and my fourth marathon. This year was again a bit of learning. My gold was to aim for 3:15. My silver was 3:20 and my bronze was 3:24, which was my first London Marathon time. And I was trying to work through some cramp problems around mile 20-21. And despite all my best efforts and trying to do the right things, the cramp came earlier than ever. So it was a lesson in kind of resetting some goals halfway through the race. And I managed to do that around 20 miles and scraped in under 3:30 this year. So it wasn't what I was aiming for, but lots of good learning and lots to take to the next effort. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, everyone got gradually... I know. So we got more positive as the line went on, so that was good. Sending everyone home as well. Is there anyone that's never going to do one again?
Yeah, April.
So that's good. Do we have anyone in the room that volunteered? Because I know we had volunteers from Blackheath and Bromley. There we go. Adrian, tell us about your volunteering experience.
Thanks to Keith as our baggage team leader. Crew of the troops, we looked after 2 of the baggage lorries on the red side. We had a box of extra large jackets, which was useless for most of us. But yeah, it went really well. The team was great as usual. Get to see everybody at the end. The weather was kind to us. Yeah, it was great.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Right. Does anyone have any news to share with the club? In which case...
Cross country.
Ah, yes, go on.
Right, cross country season, guys. It starts with the first Kent League a week on Saturday, the 15th of October. I think we've had nearly 60 senior men sign up, so it'd be wonderful to see as many people there as possible. If you're a senior woman, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20, guy or girl, come along. It's great fun. It's a love-hate relationship cross country, but there'll be loads of camaraderie. We'll be running together, plus against each other, plus against other clubs. We'll get wet, we'll get muddy, we'll get cold, but it'll be great fun. We're going to have more social stuff going on this year. We're going to have awards at the end of the season. We're going to go to the pub a nice pub after Swanley as well. So yeah, make sure you pick up a pair of running spikes, get your 6, 9, 12 and 15mm spikes in spare, and hopefully we'll see you at Swanley and all the rest of the way through the season.
Very good. Thank
Up
you.
the Heath! Hey!
Very good. Very good. Very good. Well, thank you very much, runners, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.